So this all started with Kendrick Lamar's viral diss track, Not Like Us, when it dropped during one of the most public rap beefs in modern history. The track accused Drake of serious things, including insinuations of and suggested he was a predator. Drake says those allegations weren't just lyrical shots, they were damaging, defamatory, and dangerous. So in early 2025, Drake filed a lawsuit against Universal Music Group, which is his label and Kendrick Lamar's label, accusing them of defamation and amplifying a track that endangered his reputation, and not just in the US but globally as well. So the court dismissed the case in October 2025, ruling the lyrics were opinion and not factual accusations. But the bigger story here is how this legal battle affects music beyond the borders of the United States.
Mm-hmm. You can't just listen. Back in my day, you couldn't just do shit to the label without fearing the repercussion from the label.
Sure.
So when you think that he could do all of that to Universal?
Yeah.
So internationally, the music industry walks a very different line when it comes to free speech. In the US, courts protect lyrics under the First Amendment, especially in genres like hip-hop, where the exaggeration is part of the culture. But globally, things aren't that simple. In the UK, Canada, Germany, South Africa, and beyond, laws around defamation, hate speech, and incitement vary a lot. So when Drake's lyrics or Kendrick Lamar's accusations reach global ears, they're not just art anymore. They become a potential legal liabilities. In places like China or parts of the Middle East, lyrics like these could get songs banned. In India, artists have been jailed for politically controversial lyrics, and this means labels have to now consider international censorship risks before releasing global content.
Someone on UMG in court, and they're like, well, he said that Drake likes young girls and A minor and certified lover boy, certified PDF. And then someone from UMG goes up and, well, can we reference back Tailor-Made Freestyle, where Drake, in the voice of Tupac, said, say that he likes young girls, that's a gift from me.
So Drake's lawsuits pointed fingers at UMG, saying they knowingly marketed and monetized a track that could harm his image, and this raises an international issue. The question I have is, should be labels held responsible for the content they promote, especially when it is controversial? In the US, courts said no because it was an artistic opinion, but globally, some countries do hold publishers liable for distributing content deemed as defamatory, hateful, or dangerous. And this puts international artists and labels in a very tight spot, especially in the streaming age, where a diss track in California goes viral in Nigeria, France, Japan, or Brazil within minutes.
They gave him $400 million. Okay, Universal gave him $400 million.
For what?
For as an advance on his royalties.
Okay.
Well, he recouped that within the year and a half, something like that. Was already in renegotiations. Then Sony came along, said we'll give you $500 million, and he had leverage. But then Sony or Universal was like, no, and then that's what this case is about. Okay, did you release Kendrick and sabotage me to get my numbers down so that I didn't have the leverage to get this money, and because I was going to go to Sony, you wanted to ruin it? And I mean, that's what we went through with Mariah. Was they were trying to devalue her brand at the end of the Sony run when we did Heartbreaker, and Tommy was actively out there. You know, the J-Lo thing, the Ja Rule thing, all of that stuff was to devalue her brand before she jumped labels. So it's normal for labels to play this gangster tactic, and now you see why.
While Kendrick's lyrics were legally protected in the US, Drake's lawsuit shows how international artists may feel unsafe in their image, and it can be globally smeared, and there's literally no legal remedy that exists. And it raises the issue, should there be global guidelines for artistic speech and music, or will each region keep playing by its own rules? You know what I'm saying? And another angle this lawsuit touches, the economics of controversy. Drake accused UMG of turning a diss track into a global cash cow, manipulating streams, boosting promotion, and even monetizing through viral challenges, right? So Internationally, this is becoming the go-to formula. Diss track, viral moments, streaming explosion, awards, and nominations, right? But what happens when the music promotes false accusations or triggers real-world threats, right? Drake's team alleged home invasions, harassment, even a shooting outside his Toronto mansion. And this was all after the song dropped, right? And the tension between profit and protection is going global as streaming platforms like YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music dominate international markets. Music virality comes with cross-border responsibility. And for me, I'm not saying what Kendrick said is wrong about Drake or anything like that. I mean, Drake has been acting like a mob boss for like the past 5 years. He's been acting like a very dangerous guy. And now you want to back off and say, oh, my life is in danger and all of that. I just really want to break down the serious points that this Drake lawsuit is supposed to show us, even here at home, because this is very important for hip-hop in a whole. And here's where we come in as creators, commentators, and influencers, right? We react to this music, we interpret it, we speculate on it, but Drake's lawsuit is a warning shot because what's said in music commentary can come across as defamation, and especially when it's presented as a fact, you know, because this is what we're hearing on the song, we going crazy, and we're reacting to it. So people should now start saying, according to the lyrics, or allegedly, you know, separate your opinion from claims of facts, you know, give context when discussing feuds, accusations, and, you know, brand damage. In some countries, even YouTubers have been fined or sued for spreading misinformation based on lyrics or artist drama or whatever, right? So we need to be more smarter, be more accurate, and remember the courts may protect lyrics, but not your reaction to them. You know, if you cross a line, then you've crossed the line. And to sum this all up, Drake's lawsuits might have failed in US, but it has global ripple effects. It sparks debate on artistic freedom, label responsibility, and creator ethics across borders. This conversation now is, can music still be raw, bold, and provocative without turning into a legal or international firestorm? What do you think labels should be more cautious about when promoting controversial music globally? Are diss tracks just entertainment or something more serious in today's world, right? Let me know in the comments. And if you're into music, culture, and creator law, make sure you subscribe and share this with another creative who should hear this. And yeah, it's Brando signing off. Peace.